Hello guys, this is Paula back for part 2 of embellishing the Botanical Journal. It is, we got about maybe just a little bit over halfway done. So, you know, there's still stuff to be added and done to it. But right now we have to get all the pockets and stuff in order to move on. When I went ahead and did this pocket, which is like the one we did right before we got finished with the first part, and then this collage sheet will go in here. Okay, so moving along, I hope you're enjoying watching me do this. It's lots more fun to have someone to talk to than it is to do it by yourself. Look at those cute birds. Moving along, we have another tear floral with another cute Tracy Fox tag. Again, this is going to be for the Keeping Garden embellishment kit at Tracy's Etsy store, Love Junk Journal. Now here's another one of those that we cut apart. I'm going to have to print some more because I haven't got to use any in the book yet, other than cutting them apart. I'm cutting them apart rather than, there are some same florals that are in the book, are in the kit, but I haven't used yet. But I'm going to make tags, extra tags or something out of those. And I wanted to, I like the background, the border she put on this. Now, I did not put a pocket in this one. I got to remember to do that next time. Did it again, guys. But we'll have a pocket with the tag in the other one. I wasn't thinking, was I? I was talking. It's kind of like Mama used to say, pay attention. Pay attention to what you're saying. Won't mess up. I'm like, oh, whatever. Okay. There's a cute little label on this one that says blooming. Okay, and we didn't decorate this side on the one before, but we will. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go find it and add a tag in here right now. When we get to this, we'll put a tag behind it. Okay, now moving along. Here's another little cute envelope. It's smaller. I put one of the tea stain. No, not the tea cards. Maybe it was a tea card because it looks the right size. Yep, it is. A tea card and butterfly there. Now here is where we're going to put this pocket. And I don't think we had anything made to fit in this pocket on for the other one. Because there's, like I said, there's 2 of each pocket. So going to put this one right here. And I'll just have to make sure that I either cut down or make some smaller tags out of Tracy's images. Or I may have to add some bigger pockets. We'll see. We'll get it done. Either way. Okay, that one is done. That was quick. It goes a little fast once you start whipping through there. Here's the center signature on number 2. Now this has a belly band that's got a feather, only it's a side belly band. And I don't know what's going to go in it yet. We may have to make something. Seems like I had something in mind. It will come to me. We'll just fill it later. But we'll have it ready. So I'm going to put the feather portion right here. And I always put these up higher because I feel like when they're in the middle, whatever you've decorated or whatever, you know, it will be right in the middle of that object. So I just think they work better when they're up higher. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to have to trim that a little bit. Let me make sure that's straight. It looked like it was a little low on this side. And it was. Okay, so let's trim this off right here. And because I trimmed it off, I got to add some ink. Don't want a big white spot there. Okay, and here is another cluster with tags, which I think turned out. I need to go back and outline these. As a matter of fact, let's just do it now while we're here, because I might forget. You can barely see this right here, so I'm going to make it more visible. It's because it has the same color background. Okay, and then we'll come down here. We'll just do the white. And we'll look back real quick right now to make, because we don't want to forget about that one. I'm trying to remember where it was. It's been too long. Okay, let me move this over so you can see. I'm going to do this one right here. I'm doing a double line, kind of making it scribbly, because we don't want it to look perfect. And you can tell it doesn't. I don't do too much perfect. I try, but not always successful. Okay, where were we? Right here. So, got that belly band done. And I'm trying to remember, did I have something to go in that belly band? I know there's this big card here, which I really like, which would probably be pretty in there. Oh, yeah, I like that. I was looking to see if there's any bigger ones even. Here's the one of a really pretty house. This is some of the black and white, which I like too. That one's smaller. But we can actually put more than one in here. So let's put the house in here too. I like it like that. Yeah. Okay, that one's taken care of. Now we're getting closer. Then what we'll do is we'll make tags as soon as we get all this done. Now this time I have to remember to glue the pocket on where it will hold the tag. Okay, so down the two sides. Okay. Put that in the middle. Now this one will hold a tag. Oh, Paula, Paula, Paula. Doing really good, and then all of a sudden you have a squirt come out on you. I feel like when I do stuff down the sides and around like that, you have a tendency to get more glue out of the deal. All right. I hope you guys had a good day today. I've been busy. And I have been worn out. I told you guys that in the last video. I've just been tired. And I've been trying to think, what is the cause of that? So I'm also going to tell you that I think it's going to be this coming Sunday afternoon matinee. Charlie and Lucy are going to be performing at the PAC, which is our Performing Arts Center. It's where they bring all the Broadway shows, and they are with a theater company that does shows there. My daughter actually was very involved in that when she was young. She's very musical, and she's real theatrical, and she kept her daddy and I pretty entertained when she was little. We didn't have time to get bored with our daughter. And our son, he was in a band. He played the guitar amazingly. I mean, he could play the guitar. And in the band, he would play bass guitar. And 4 of his buddies and him, they, started a band like a lot of teenage boys do. And I think he was like 16 when one of the boys and him, they just had 2. Which this the 2 of them, and then they started adding other friends. But anyway, so they had lots of fun. And one of the kids' mother, she had some free time, and she got them a manager. And I guess it was a manager, or she was their manager. I'm not sure exactly how it all worked, but she got them a record deal, and they toured around the U.S., or in the United States, and played their music. And I know one time he called me. He said he was in a hotel right where the Oscars were being held. And he got to sit from his room, and he could see the red carpet. And he said that was pretty cool. But, yeah, they signed a record deal. And they actually had several CDs come out. And during this whole time, he had met his wife, too. And they didn't marry until, well, he was still in the band. Oh, that's the wrong hole punch. Anyway, they started off, they were called Bug. B-U-G. Cracked his parents up at first, but not sad. I mean, it was good for them. Good thing about it was the kids loved it. I still have some of those CDs. And at that time, of course, my son had his senior year. He started letting his hair grow out. I'm like, you wait till your senior year. Can't you wait till your pictures are over? No, Mom. I don't care about pictures. I'm like, well, I do. I got to have something to scrapbook. But anyway, he toured with the band, and he met his wife, you know, sometime during that whole process of touring. And but he didn't meet her while touring. He met her when he was home, or some of the times, or something. I don't remember. But anyway, and you know, my son had let his hair grow out, like I told you. It ended up down to nearly to his waist. Yeah, I know. Freaked his dad and I out a little bit. It was great until he started coloring it different colors. You know how they do when they go through that spell. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, is he ever going to be normal? You know, he was very normal. He was a super good kid. And he respected his mom and daddy. He's never disrespectful to us. I mean, maybe on an occasion, like when he didn't want to get up and go to school. When his alarm clock would just keep going off over and over and over. I introduced him to a glass of ice water. And it got a little better after that. Here's another floral from the old floral book. And another one of Tracy's tags. I think the tags are stunning. Let's see what we got going next. We're getting toward the back. Oh, here's one. I don't think we have many more to glue down and get loaded with some kind of goodie. But anyway, so he did that for a couple years or so, maybe longer. I know it was longer than that. And my husband and him and his girlfriend had been dating for 5 years or longer, I guess. Something like that. Crazy like that. And because they were touring all the time, you know, when he was home, he would work his job. And then, you know, but when he was out touring, he had to take what he earned while he was here. You know, until their money and stuff came in. They were in one movie. It's called, gosh, can't believe I can't remember it. The Tao of Steve, or something like that. But anyway, and it was about a high school reunion. And, it's about a high school reunion, and the star and his girlfriend, the star of the show and his girlfriend, and I can't think of his name, and you would recognize him. I mean, he's not a real common name, but people who are in Hollywood would notice him. I don't keep up with names of stars, unless it's like Patrick Swayze or John Travolta, or some of the really handsome ones. Okay, so we're going to put this, I think we're going to put it right here this time. I like the looks of that. Come on. There we go. Sometimes the hinges just don't want to cooperate. Isn't that pretty? It's a daisy also. It doesn't say, now this is the one we did we, yeah, we did find tags to fit into this one. Just got to see if I have some more. I've used a bunch of them up. I have to print some more. Let's see what we've got over here. See what we've got left as far. Oh, there's some right there. I have 2 different ones to put here. I think we'll do the green one. It has not been inked. So, and my son was, when he was in school, he was always in theater also. He played baseball. Was very good. He would either play, well, most of the time he played first base. That was where he played the majority of the time. And he was very good at it. He could have gone on and done it in college, but he did not. He, you know, he didn't play his senior year. He didn't want to play baseball, which made his dad and I sad, but he was ready to move on and do band stuff, and you know how they do. Anyway, so this one should go in here without any problem. Yay! I like the way that looks. Let's put a topper on it. I'm just using some seam binding lace. I like to use this on them because it's just the right size. But my son he's highly intelligent. I mean, we've been told, he's been tested, and he has a super high IQ. As a matter of fact, I think the kids thought I was crazy because it's like 177, and I don't think he even realized how smart he was. And anyway, I was cleaning out. I did this thing. I had always kept everything that, you know, they made, their report cards, you know, first pair of his first pair of jeans, his first baseball suit, his ball cap. He was 5 years old when he started playing baseball. But anyway, so I would hang on to ridiculous artwork, test scores, national test scores and stuff, and just things that, you know, just cluttered up the place. But anyway, their first pair of walkers. I know a lot of you have done the same thing. And a lot of you probably think, that woman's crazy. But I couldn't give things up, you know, and I kept up with the baby book. I mean, everything that needed to be entered got entered, and yeah. Put this one right here, and I think that's the last one, and then we can move on to making tags. And this stuff can all be drying in the meantime. Okay. I've had my ink just sitting there open this whole time. It probably is going to need to be re-inked the next day or two. What can I say? Oh well. Okay, now we're going to put this one down here. I have a couple things I want to use as side tucks on some pages also that I made that came out of an observatory book. Okay, there's the small one. All right, let's see if we can close the book. No, we're gonna have to hinge it or something. I don't know. I'll have to think on that. So now we need to. I made these out of the observatory book, and I want to use them for maybe some places to tuck things to, because I have a lot of stuff that comes in the kit. Trim that off. I didn't like that. Okay, so I'm going to look for a place in like the second half of the first signature. If I don't find it in that portion, I'll put them in another place, but because every place is starting to fill up. Let me get over here a little bit so you guys can see. Well, here's the place. So do we want red or yellow on here? I think the yellow looks pretty, doesn't it? Let's do that. Okay, so I'm thinking, do we want to use this in the center? Or do we want to put it up here and make it a tuck? Or do we want to clip it? I'm thinking clip it would be pretty cool. So let's do that. I think these would look good clipped. Because see, I did put journaling on the back. That's what I had intended, I think, to do, was to clip these on. And I'm using kind of a goldish bronze type color to do. So that's on the center signature. So we'll go to the second signature and do the same thing right up here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Still have a lot of things in my head that I want to do. Okay, so we've got a lot left, and I want to find little places to stuff all those things. Like this one's already inked up, this little floral here. Or the front of it is inked, I'll put it that way. So I'm going to ink the back because I want to make it a little tuck to go in this. Not a tuck, but a little photo to go in this library pocket up front. Right here, like that. Just kind of decorates that up a little bit. Now, decisions on what I do now. I'm looking here at what I have left over on this side. This is cute too. I made that little file box thing. And I made this little Tim Holtz book. You guys remember when we did those? It's been quite a while ago. So we definitely want to put this in the book somewhere. We'll find a spot. Okay. So I'm thinking, because these little cards are so cute, I think I want to use them like a pocket. But now you're probably thinking, well, what are you going to put in it? Well, I've got to print some more things, but also I have some black and white stuff. Here's another colored tag. You know, we could put a couple things in it, but here's another one. This shows the garden layout, which is cool. And then we have this beautiful, beautiful tag. These. So we've got a lot of different, there's water lilies. A lot of things here to use. So let's ink this real fast, and we'll put it right here. We put everything in here. We're not going to have room for anything, huh? But we do have to fill all the pockets and so forth. And I know I'm going to clip a bunch of stuff that I want to have in here. Okay. Well, that was crooked. You know what? It's like, Okay. That right there. I probably could have just used all the photos or all the pictures from the kit and made pockets out of them. But I think in my brain I have to do, you know, like my routine pockets. Now, I know everybody has their routine pockets that they like to include. I made some really cute pockets the other day, but they really didn't go with this style of book. And So we're going to put this card in. And I'm not concerned about super neat inking. I think it looks kind of cool when you just kind of slap it on there, and doesn't have to be perfect. Now see, that turned out cute. Let's see if we have any more of those kind of things. Here's one that's smaller. Here's a tall one. We don't want that one for what we're doing now. Okay, let's move along. So that was the first page of the first signature. So let's see what we got going over here. Oh, we have an availability here as well. So I'm thinking we'll put that right there. Let's see. This is called Keeping Garden. So that's why you see a lot of different kinds of pictures. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of how I can use the most product. I mean, there's a lot of product. For it to be just an embellishment kit, it's really got a lot of product. So, it's been a really fun book to do. I've taken my time doing it. Just because let me get this right here. Okay. I like the way that looks. I like the way that looks. Okay, and we have this tag here. Now, I do want to put some seam binding on the top of this one too. The reason I like to use the seam binding is it's flatter than tying a knot on something, and it still looks good. So you don't have to use the lace that you would put on a book. This book will not have lace on it, on the pages, because it's, you know, the kind of paper, the style of paper, I just don't think that would look good. But doesn't mean we can't put it on the tags, right? Okay, got a little long. I'll bring it down some. And I've been putting like 3 staples, one on each side and one in the middle. If you can get your stapler in there like you want. Oh, yep, I thought I dropped the back, but I didn't. Thank goodness. I just need to trim it. Okay. Got the back a little long. Okay. So there we go. So I'm going to let that stay out for now. Okay, now, what do I want to do next? I'm going to pull the stuff we have left over here. We got some tags left. These are the black and white tags. And actually, this is a side tuck here. See, she's got it rounded. I think there's 2 of those. I must have used the other one already, but I don't know where. Maybe there was just one. But But I think there's 2, and I've probably used it on something else. I probably straightened the corner or something. Look how pretty that is. We might have to find a place for that. Okay. All right, so let's go through here, and on the ones that are dry, go ahead and stick things in. Okay. I like the flat pockets for certain things, because then you don't have to worry about stuff falling out, if you know what I mean. Let's see. I kind of like this black and white. I think would look good on this page. Too bad that one, where'd it go? Yeah, see, it's for the other side. We'll hang on to that in case we run up on one that needs one from that direction. So bear with me as I think as we go along here. I'm thinking we could put some tags along the way, because I like the way that looks together, but I also like the way this looks. And my thing is I'm thinking I'm going to put this one for sure. All I have to do is ink the outside. I like the black and white look. But when you have so much color, it's hard to decide because they're all so pretty. You know, I even thought about hinging some things. But I'm going to put on this one, I'm going to put like some of these pictures. I think that'll look good, because I have a lot of extra pictures. For instance, some of these. See, you could put a couple. We could put a couple pictures in there. I know I inked this one, but I didn't ink this one. I don't know why some of them are inked and some of them aren't. That one's inked too, so we'll just use those two. And flip it over and ink the back real fast. And we'll put these in this tag pocket. Now, I just want to use all this floral first. That's part of the kit, because this is my design team project and I want it to be full of Tracy's stuff, or her kit. So I think that looks cute right there. Doing it kind of up and over. Yeah. Okay, let's see if this is going to fit. It may not. I don't expect it to. We'll have to do something else for here. I'm not going to worry about that till we're done with everything else. Okay. It's such a process. I mean, decorating the book is lots of fun, but it can also be, I don't want to say stressful, but hard to be able to do. I think I'm going to put that black and white right in there, because I want to mix the black and white in with the color. And I'm not going to put lace on the black and white ones. I think they look better without it. That way they're not like a bunch of Twinkies in there. Everything has its own little look. Just the one type of tag has that lace on the top. Yeah, this is cute like that. I like the way that looks. Okay, so then we move on here. We've got this one has a something stuffed in there. This one can go down in there now. We'll come back and think about that once we fill all the pockets. This one should go in there now. And see, when you have something like this on here, you can tuck something else onto it. Now, I'm waiting until I know all my pockets are full. And like here where we have this paper clipped, we could paper clip something here on the back. But we're going to wait on that too. And there is our fold out. I love the way that turned out. Let's see. I'm looking to see where we can put that. Needs to be on the left. There's another tag along with the floral. This should be ready to put this in the pocket, the collage window. I just don't want it to come out of there because that's got a little bit of thickness, but I think it will be fine. If not, we'll have to put something else in there. We'll see how it does. Okay. No, I think I'll wait on that. Here's a small little pocket, but look, these florals fit great. Okay, so I've got this pink, which I like better with the blue butterfly. So let's ink that up. Now, whenever you go ahead, and you can always put one of the small tags in something like this whenever you have another piece in there with it, because it won't fall out or look awkward. So we're going to put this in here. If I can get it in. I know it fits. I just had it in there. Okay. Perfect. And you can bring it up, you know, where it is taller. I think I'm going to put this little tag in there. Now, again, I'm not going to top this filler type tag. For now, anyway. I may go back during finishing touches and do that. But right now, I think I'm just going to slide it in. Give it a cute little tuck. Moving along. See what we come to next. I didn't realize I had that big a space in between. Maybe I need to put something, maybe we need to put like this right here, because we have several pages that have nothing on them, which I don't normally do that. Try not to hog all the pages, because then you guys can't decorate your own things. But I want to find a place to put the little book. Now, whether it's the Tim Holtz book or another book I made. Let's see. Let's get I know I have another one of these. It's different. I hope I didn't put it somewhere that it... Surely I would have noticed that it has one rounded corner. But you never know about me. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here. This book is not lacking for design as far as, you know, having a lot in it for whoever ends up with it. It definitely has a lot of goodies. I didn't see the hole punched right here. Got to get the glue off of it. If anyone would miss that, it would be me. Okay, now I do like this also, but first let's see. I have this book, but see, I think it poofs out too much. And I have this book. And see, I need to trim some of that lace or trim in the front because it's too long. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, see, it's perfect for that. But I've got to let it dry. So, all right, let's move along. The fact that I spent 3 or 4 days working on all of this stuff, put this right there. I would have liked for it to tuck the other direction, but I didn't have a place that was good enough to do that. Here in the middle, you guys remember we did a video on this, and I'll open it during but it's going to sit right here in the middle. And here is the pocket for this tag. That is a tight fitting there. It's because I had the page pulled backwards. I'm not going to leave this in here right now. I'll put it back in, but not while I'm working on it. Okay. There's quite a few pages right there, too, that are... there we go. That was easy, huh? There's just a lot of steps to get through a book. I know if you've ever made one and decorated one. I'm going to try to do a video on making a small book, like for a beginner. We'll just do a start to finish kind of thing. Okay, here is, that is already done. Now, see, we could clip something here on the back, like, for instance, I don't want it to be that one. Did I ink this? I inked the front. I didn't ink the back. Let me do it real quick. I don't want to leave anything like this unfinished because it's easy to forget. And I don't want people to get stuck with something that's not complete. Okay, here is a pocket without anybody living in it. Here's this garden tag. It's just too small, or too big, just slightly. My glue must have spread a little wide, but I can make that work. Let's see what I got over here. I've also got this cute little, I might just put this there because it has one of Tracy's images on it. But look at the inside. Cute. I think I will put that there. It's a good place to hold it. But believe it or not, it won't even go down in there. I must have really got too much glue on this one side. And sometimes it's just a little bit holding it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't poke out the sides or anything, but... there we go. Okay, we'll just see if that stays in there. If it doesn't, it's going to find a new home. Here's another place that we can clip. Now see, this is pretty. we'll clip this black and white there. I like the way it looks. They're called snow lakes. Never heard of them, and never seen them. They're really beautiful. They're kind of a pastel or white color with little polka dots. See? How cool is that? The wonders of the world. You know, I stand out and think about all the beauties of the world and what it took to create the world. It's just beautiful. It can take you away. Okay, so we have that house there and we have that there. Finished that. Okay. Wow. The only thing I definitely want to get in that was part of the kit, I still have to print off. Here's the tag that goes in here. Pretty. And we've got this small one here, which these cards look good. And then we could put a small one in, a small tag in front. It's got the purple in it there. So let's see which one of these will go. We've got yellow. I think this one will look better. Okay. And of course this one requires twine because it has a hole punch at the top. Do what you gotta do. Okay. Oh, I gotta line that one up because otherwise it will not punch in the right spot. Perfect. So let me get the twine. Doesn't need a very big piece. Soon as this is one of Tracy's older kits, and Tracy really likes, you know, real colorful things are not her favorite thing. I think she likes them, but creating them is a little harder for her. But I tell you what she does is really in style. Everybody loves what she's doing. If I can get my fingers through the twine. Goodness. Okay. Now I'm going to trim these a little shorter. I don't know how many of you know who the Stamps of Life, I think is what it's called. They're coming to a hotel here locally, and a friend of mine and I are going to go check them out. Let me make sure we added another, I guess it really doesn't matter. We're going to be lucky to close this by the time I get through trying to come up with some uses of the other things. I'm thinking about putting this together and clipping it in somewhere, but then I have all that other stuff that I'm going to print off. I still need to clip in. So I'm sure I will add more images to different places as we go along. But for now, I guess I'm going to end this until I decide what we need to do next. And I hope you enjoyed helping me decorate this book. Like I said, you know, this is just step 1 and 2 of getting this book done. And then I'll have finishing touches that I do on the inside once I complete the outside. And the outside is going to be really cute as well. So, right now it seems just like a plain piece of paper, but I'm going to do some different things with it. And, of course, it'll have some kind of beads or something here at the bottom. Maybe charms. I don't know. I just don't want it to look too... It's going to have corners, like I said. It will have a metal plate here. And it will have some things on the spine. And some brass buttons. And so there's things I still have in mind to do. But I want the rest to be a surprise for you. And so, thank you guys for joining me. And I will see you in the next video. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I don't bug you or anything. And if you find a video that you like, anybody finds a video that they like and they want to share it, you know, on Instagram, on wherever, Facebook, wherever, feel free to. You know, if you want to put it on Pinterest, feel free to do that as well. And that just helps get our channel growing so we can have some more giveaways. So anyway, thank you to all my subbies. Thank you to the new subscribers. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Bye, guys.